Whoa, okay, hold on a second. You are probably not going to believe what just landed on my radar. We're talking about a product, right?
Mm.
And it claims to target the hidden cause of type 2 diabetes.
Yeah.
A hidden cause. I mean, my curiosity is definitely piqued.
Well, it's certainly intriguing, isn't it? When a product proposes a completely new angle on something so well known,
Right,
it definitely makes you want to look closer at the science they're citing.
totally. This thing is called Free Sugar Pro. And they're pushing it as this natural way to get your blood sugar sorted. They're promising, like, healthier glucose levels, natural weight loss support, a metabolism that actually burns fat,
Hmm.
more energy, and even, like, better mental clarity. And, okay, get this, it's all natural, non-GMO, and gluten-free.
Yeah.
Seriously.
The appeal of a natural solution is definitely strong for managing blood sugar. And, well, those benefits you listed, they're things a lot of people are looking for.
Okay, but here's the real kicker for me. The supposed research from the University of Dusseldorf. They're saying it points to zombie cells as the sneaky culprit messing with our insulin and glucose metabolism. Zombie cells. I mean, that sounds pretty intense.
Well, zombie cells is, it's the more popular term for senescent cells.
And that's cells, okay.
Right. These are cells that have stopped dividing, they're not functioning properly, but they also don't undergo programmed cell death like they should.
Yeah.
And there's quite a bit of ongoing research exploring their role in, various age-related conditions and metabolic issues.
So these cells that are just hanging around, these zombie cells, they're potentially causing problems with how insulin works and how our body uses sugar.
That's the theory being explored. Yes, impaired function.
And Free Sugar Pro says it has the answer. With ingredients like Chromium, Maca Root, and GABA, the idea being that these specific things can help insulin do its job better and support overall metabolic health.
Okay, well, chromium is known to play a role in carbohydrate and lipid metabolism and how our bodies use insulin.
Right.
Maca root has a traditional use for energy, and there is some research looking into its metabolic effects. And GABA, that's primarily known as a neurotransmitter, but its connection to blood sugar regulation is, well, it's an active area of study,
Yeah.
still emerging.
So if this all adds up,
Yeah.
we could be looking at like better blood sugar control,
Yeah.
maybe losing some weight, feeling more energetic, thinking clearer,
Mm-hmm.
all just by tackling these zombie cells. That's a pretty big claim.
They are significant potential benefits, absolutely. And the idea of addressing a sort of fundamental cellular process, it's a compelling narrative.
Now, something I saw on their page, they have these little notes saying verified purchase next to like 5-star comments.
Ah, yes. User feedback.
It kind of gives you the feeling that maybe other people are actually getting results.
But while it's not the same as rigorous scientific evidence, positive user anecdotes can certainly be encouraging for someone considering the product.
And they do mention having pros and cons sections. So points for at least sort of acknowledging there might be two sides to it.
That's true. Even a brief mention of potential downsides can imply a certain level of transparency.
This whole thing just makes you think, though. All the questions that would be buzzing in your head if you were actually thinking about trying this. Like, okay, is this really right for me? What results could I actually realistically expect?
Very important questions.
Yeah. And how fast? How do you even take this stuff? What happens if it just doesn't work for me? Where do I buy it safely? And what's it going to cost?
Those are all completely valid and critical points for anyone considering any new health supplement or product. Individual results can vary so much.
Exactly. And you'd also be thinking about side effects, right? Is it safe long-term? What exactly is in it besides those key things? Does it work with dietary needs like vegetarian or vegan? How does it stack up against other supplements? What if I have other health issues? Or take other meds or supplements?
Absolutely. Drug interactions, contraindications.
Yeah. And even simple stuff like, how do I store it? Does it do anything else good for health? What about pregnancy or breastfeeding? Huge considerations for many. And practically, how long does one bottle actually last you?
These kinds of detailed questions show just how carefully people approach these decisions, which is good. And the answers would really depend on the specific formulation and, of course, individual health circumstances.
So, okay, let's wrap this bit up. Free Sugar Pro. It's positioning itself as this natural blood sugar helper by going after these zombie cells.
Senescent cells. Yeah.
Right, those cells that are like past their prime but won't leave, potentially messing with insulin. They're saying their natural ingredients, chromium, maca, GABA, can lead to better glucose, weight management, more energy, clearer thinking. It's natural, non-GMO, gluten-free. And apparently some users are reporting positive things.
Essentially, yes. The core message is targeting that specific cellular mechanism, senescence, with their blend of ingredients to achieve those metabolic improvements.
This whole deep dive just really underscores how complicated managing blood sugar is. We're often looking for that one key, that specific fix, aren't we?
It's human nature to seek clear solutions, especially for complex problems.
Could this be it? Or is it, just another piece of a much larger, more complex puzzle? Definitely gives you something to chew on.
It certainly raises that ongoing question, doesn't it? How we approach these multifaceted health challenges and the definite appeal of solutions that promise to target a fundamental underlying cause.
Absolutely. All right, that's our quick look into Free Sugar Pro and this whole zombie cell angle. Pretty fascinating stuff.